What's good with y'all? What's going on? What's happening out there? It's your one and only boy, Hug, and I'm back again with another video. There's gonna be a breakdown on how a nigga took a clean trade on the USDCad. I cheated again on my wife. I cheated again on wifey. I took a trade on USDCad. I think okay. I will talk about wifey after I'm done explaining this breakdown on USDCAD. So yeah, um, without further ado, let's enjoy the moment. Let's trust the process. Let's be patient. Let's be disciplined. Let's be committed, and let's put in work. So looking at the structure, or looking at the chart, or the current price of USDCAD, you can tell that we couldn't break. We broke back in because on the outlook, obviously, I was looking for a price to retest. Boom, if we can continue moving to the upside. But in this instance, price just had a breakout, break back in. Boom. So obviously, what people, you guys know, I don't need to cap about this. I don't need to talk about this. I don't need to be wild, or I don't need to be, I don't understand, or I don't know what word to use before. But like I always talk about breakout and break in, retest below, retest above, momentum, behavior, pattern, yeah, whatever that you can think of. So nothing happened actually on the 4 hour, but all I can say is when price broke out, when it closed the week on a breakout, opened the week in a break back in, all I was focusing for it was for big continuation moves to the downside. I know I did say that I was looking for a retest for price to continue moving to the upside. And I said if price has a break back in, I'll wait for a retest below that break back in for price to continue moving to the downside. So on the hourly time frame, so yeah, price closed the week and this move when it opened the week, when it opened on Monday, price broke back in, had a retest above, had a retest below. People, I don't need to stress a lot about this. I don't need to yell. I don't need to cap. I don't need to be wild. I don't need to act new. I don't need to act like I'm a guru. But I always talk about this. If you have a resistance, price breaks or closes above, the coming candle breaks back in. The third candle, we obviously wait for a retest below for price to continue moving to the downside. On support, if price breaks or closes below the support, and the next candle closes above the support, we simply wait for a retest above for continuation to the upside. That's it. I don't need to stress about this. And I always talk about it on any pair, NAS, Netflix, Tesla, gold, oil, on any pair, but we move. Obviously, price at a push, breakout, break back in, retest above, retest below, and price started moving to the downside. So obviously, one, one, the breakout and the break back in and the retest below. Okay, breakout and break back in was my first confirmation. Retest below, was it retest below? Yeah, a retest below and a bear candle move to the downside was my second confirmation. Thirdly, the correction slash the bear flag, which I will show you or explain, was my confirmation, was my third confirmation. The breakout of the flag and the close below the lows, the current price lows, was my fourth confirmation. And the fifth confirmation was my price opening bearish, opening bullish, and reversing, closing bearish. That was my fifth one. So the first one, price had a breakout and a break back in. Price had a retest below, was the bear candle. That was the second. Price had this flag. That was my third confirmation. Price closed below the lows. This lows. That was my fourth confirmation. My entry point. The entry now. The entry was most prior or was most important. This candle, my first candle, it opened bullish, obviously. We had this candle breaking this lows. But price breaking this lows. Before me, no, let me do it right there. Price broke those lows. You understand? So price closed below those lows. This candle, this candle, this candle was actually my retest. This candle. As soon as this candle opened bullish, I simply waited for it to reverse and be bearish and trade below the candle which broke the previous lows. And that was it. That was it. Clean 1 to 5. Well, basically it was 1 to 6 because I locked my trade early. This trade I locked it early, some day. I took a full partials and I locked it and I left the runner because you know what it is. Life is full of road runners. So yeah, let me explain for the last time. On my outlook, I was looking for price to to retest and continue bullish, but price broke back in and had a retest below and had a bear momentum candle and had a bear flag, broke the flag, closed below the lows, had a bear candle open, had a bullish candle open, which reversed intent, bull intent bearish, and that was it on USDCAD. That was it. That was it. I wasn't looking for much, I wasn't looking for less. I had 5 confirmations, which were more than enough for me to take a short, which was enough for me to take short signals. You understand? So let me hop into the NAS before I can end this because you all know I can't cheat on wifey. The NAS, we were right here on the NAS. Price at a close below. Obviously, I was looking for what? For continuation, for retest to continue moving to the downside. But there's something that we call buying the dip. If you are an investor, you know what's buying the dip. If you're new to trading, you will know about it eventually, like I did, and you will learn the importance of the fundamentals of it before understanding the technicals of it. You understand? So obviously, NAS, boom, oversold, new low, 10,831. Price couldn't sustain. So current price, when I looked at current price, this was my current level. This level was where price was failing to break to continue moving to the downside because I said I would only trade continuation trades to the downside once it broke this low, this Asian low, but price pushed, corrected on this very same zone, failed to break this low. On 9 a.m. it failed, 10 a.m. it spiked, living a pin bar. The coming candle was a bullish candle, boom, closing below the pin bar, a confirmation for me to take a what? A bullish trade. You understand? A confirmation for me to take a bullish trade. I could have went for a clean 1 to 2 or a clean 1 to 5, 1 to 6. But in this instance, people, you know it. If on your outlook you are looking to take short trades or sales and price changes while it trades, while it moves, my advice to me, it would be like, don't just jump in the market or don't just look to be long or look to be bullish when you were looking to be bearish in your plans. But if you know what's happening, just relax, step away from the charts. You're going to come back when you have a confirmation. So I couldn't take this trade, but it was analyzed, and I'm sharing to you right now. This trade was analyzed, clean by me, Harlem, on my own. Obviously, let me rephrase it again. I was looking for what? For a retest in the zone for price to continue moving to the downside. But price did what? Hit this Asian low, pushed to the upside, corrected for some time on this very same zone. So with this pin bar and this spike, bear open for bullish trading. Sorry, for bear open for bullish close. It was a confirmation for me to take what? Continuation trades to the upside on the coming candle. And in this instance, I could have went for a bigger stop loss. a 72 pip stop loss, which kills a nigga account if it takes you out, but it is what it is. So, but yeah, this was clean. I could have just went for 40. I could have just went for 40 pip and take profit right there and leave a runner to see if price will break the support to break back in and continue moving to the upside. So yeah, those are the two most priority things that I wanted to share. How I took a trade on the USDCAD and how I didn't take a trade on the NES. But yeah, yeah. Um, I hope y'all can see this shit. I hope y'all can see this shit. So yeah, that was it. That was how I took the trade. It's your boy once again, Harlan. If you ain't live trading with the nigga, who the fuck is you doing it with? That's all I got on this video. COT till I die, bitch. COT till I die.